Yo, kiddos, time for something new today. Can I even get this all in there? I am testing out a hypothesis. This is the Star Trek Build Together kit. And my thought on this is, and please stay with me here. My thought on this is that normally when you purchase the Star Wars TOS ships, if you purchase like the 1/650, the 1/1000 scale, that's going to cost you like $20-25. And then if you get the 1/650 scale, which both of them are supposedly in here, that one is going to run you another $30+. So basically you're looking $50-60 to buy those two kits. But if you purchase this complete with the completely horrible cover here, you'll be able to get two ships, two old style TOS ships for the price of one. And it comes with both of them, the kits, and benefits include quality time to, whatever. Water slide decals are included for the glue together kit. For this one, apparently it comes with peel and stick stickers included for the snap together kit. This one, of course, is the 650. And it is supposedly 18 inches long, and this one's 11.5 inches long with the dome stand. I'm not going to attempt to light these. These are just going to be bog standard. I just put together the kit, paint them basic color, and have some fun. So let's go ahead and open this bad boy up and let's see what's inside the box. I've thought for a while that this might be a bargain way to get two kits together for one. And if so, for those of us who are of the thriftier nature, i.e. Poe, this might be a good way to go. So let's open this bad boy up. Come on. Okay, let's see here. Alright, I'm already seeing on here they have where the decals go. On all the sides. Alright. This is the big boy. And here we have all of our clear parts. Little dome stand. This is definitely, this is for the old stand stylings. That's interesting. Let me see something here. As I'm just chucking things in the bucket here. Okay, here's the 650 stand. 650 engineering hall. Oh, here's the base. Okay, so on the 650 base, it's got that, so that might... Where did it go? That might key into that for the stand on it. Let's see here. We have the 650 instructions and the 1/1000 instructions. Of course, on the 1/1000, it's saying the standard base with the ball joint. Pretty Pretty standard, just assembly instructions. They're calling for the old school tester colors. We'll go with some other things we'll talk about. But, yep, this is just the old school 1000 and the 650. Oh, okay. So what was that other stand for? I don't know. But for just a couple bucks, I think it was $30 because this is not a popular kit. I think just that artwork alone is enough to cause a gag reflex to hit in most people. So first thing we got, let me see, are we going to do the 1000 first or the 650? Let's do the 1000 first. First thing we have to do is take everything out, wash it. After we hit it with the still wool, and then once we get it all still wooled up and washed, then we can go for the quick assembly. And oh, let's see here. I wanted to see the what we have for decals here. These are the stickers, most definitely. And these are, man, they didn't even put them in a bag. This is definitely on the cheap end. This is the 650 actual water slides. So this is going to be a simple one. And sometimes that's what you want. Just a simple one to clear the palette. Okay, I'm back again because I was looking over the bags and I was noticing something interesting. They basically took the standard 1000 kit that they've been making forever and they just chucked it into this two-part kit and put these instructions in. And this is one I built some time ago. Please excuse it. This is one 1001 that I built. And this is the same one as this. This one I got in the Starseed kit that came with the Botany Bay. But the thing is that if you go and download the assembly instructions for that one, which you will want to do because this comes with all the parts to make either the series regular Enterprise TOS, the Pilot TOS, or the one that came in between those two. They had one episode that just had the one. And one of the ways that you can tell is right here. I don't know if you can see it in here, but these Bassard covers, you can either do the solid ones from the series normal, or you can do these ones that have the little holes in them. See, you got the ones with the little holes in them there that these fit into, so you can actually do any one of the 3 different styles of TOS ship. You can do the Pilot, you can do the Pilot 2, or you can do the standard production one. So that's kind of fun. They just literally took bag 1, bag 2, bag 3, and bag 4 from the bog standard kit and just chucked it in here. And technically you're getting it for $15. Rock on. Back after, well, the next day actually, I went ahead and separated out the pieces that I was going to use and scrubbed them down with the steel wool and washed them off last night in light soapy water. These are the pieces that I'm not going to use. What I did is I went online and I found out the item number for Polar Lights. I believe it was Polar Lights 908 is the number for the Space Seed model that has the full instructions in it that you can download the PDF from Polar Lights. So you can get that, and then from there you can decide which one of the 3 models you want to do. Actually 4 models, because you have Pilot 1, Pilot 2, the main run ship, and also the Mirror Universe ship, although this does not come with the decals that you can use for the Mirror Universe. Although you could probably go to someplace like GCals or something like that and pick up a really good set at a reasonable price that will include that. But anyways, so all of this, not going to use. This old stand that they, for some reason, still make. I'm not sure why. I didn't really see a way to socket that into the primary hull, so not going to use. So everything here I'm not going to use except for this. This is the spike on the communication dish, and so that one I'll use, but everything else on here is for the other variants, including this. These are the different halves of the warp nacelles and the different accoutrements, the greebles that go on. This, of course, we will be using because we need our clear parts, but I wasn't going to scrub the clear parts with steel wool because that kind of makes them not clear. But after all of that, please pardon the plastic mess, it leaves us with these parts, which should be a relatively easy assemblage. These are the 2 halves of the pylons. These are both of the nacelles. We have the communication dish, the sensor dish, whatever you want to call it, the ends of the nacelles, and these are the version for the original Pilot. That's this one. The other pilots and the main one, the other Pilot used this one's with the little holes in it, and the one for the main series used this one with these balls on the outside of it. But I've already got one like that, so I'm going to go with the Pilot. Of course, you got the impulse engine. The shuttle bay is different between the two because this shuttle bay hatch is smooth, where the one from the Pilot series is ribbed for her pleasure, I guess. We have the greebles that go onto these nacelles, as well as the pokey bits sticking out the front of the Bussards. I guess we shall call them the Bussard sweater puppies. As well as this is different from this one. This goes on the back of the saucer section behind the bridge, and you can see the difference, just a slight difference between the Pilot and the production series. And of course, you've got the main body and the housing for the dish. And a lot of people, man, say what you like about your fandom. My fandom is really persnickety when it comes to the particulars. You have to realize that in the original series, that dish that stuck out the front there, that was not a deflector dish in the TOS. Later on, it became the deflector dish. What was actually the deflector dish, and people get really adamant about this, are these things sticking out the side and the bottom. That is what, puts forth the deflector bittiness from the front to help deflect. That's the reason on the old school Miranda class, everybody's like, "Oh, where's the deflector dish on that?" If you look right on the top of the hull, there are 2 deflector things akin to this, which are the deflectors on the Miranda class. It doesn't have a dish, and the original TOS did not have a deflector dish. Man, my fandom is very much into that. Okay, and then of course you've got the primary saucer section. what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go through, and this is just something I like to do. I like to go through with, let me get it out. I like to go through with some drill bits and a pin vise, and I go to every one of these and just, because this is supposed to be a snap together one. Well, the problem with the snap together is that it doesn't like to snap apart without possibly breaking those pins. So widen that hole just enough, that way you can do your test fits and stuff like that, because let's be serious. We're going to use glue. Anybody who thought we weren't going to use glue, you thought wrong. We're going to glue this thing. And so we don't need it to snap together, and I like to dry fit. Man, I can make a pun about that, but we won't. So, since I'm not going to light it, I don't need to light block on the inside. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to drill out all these holes so they're not as tight, and I can do the dry fitting. And once I get that done, I can glue together, and then I can break out with some putty and make it look pretty, because these are notorious for when you put them down, especially this part right here where it sits on the engineering hull. It's going to have huge gappy gaps, and between these two are all going to be gapified. So you want to putty those up and sand them down nice and pretty so they don't look like it. So even though this is supposed to be a simple model, I can't let it be childishly simple. I have to do some work on it, otherwise I feel bad. So once I get all that done with the putty and the sanding and make sure that's good, then we'll hit it with the primer coats. A couple coats of primer, and then it'll be ready for the main coats. Booyah!